Hopefully, YouTube is telling us that we're live, but we are live from you guys from inside the broadcast booth. We are very excited because tonight we get a chance to call some action-packed truck racing for you guys here tonight. And of course, up in the broadcast booth, it is yours truly, Jake, and alongside me, it is Mr. Wuchia. Wuchia, welcome to the booth once again, man.
What's up, man? What's up, Jake? I know you interviewed me at Charlotte after I won, and it was being here in the booth with you for tonight's race here at Talladega, which is an eventful track. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot of action. Hopefully, not a lot of wrecks. You know, we always want to keep it clean, but it should be a great show tonight.
All right, and of course, Joker did help us out with that, so thank you once again, Mr. Joker. In case you guys missed out on last week's race, actually two races, I was a part of both the Eldora races, which was won by both King Mufasa winning the first race, and then, of course, small NASCAR fan winning the second race. Now let's talk about this, though, is that both these drivers coming in with a lot of momentum, but let's not forget, Lucia, the very first race of the season it was won by King Mufasa at Daytona, getting his first ever HPL victory. So here he is going back to another super speedway with another momentum on side. How much momentum do you think King Mufasa is coming in? Not only with the win that he's been carrying on, but not to mention this is also our second super speedway track of the season.
You know, I've personally raced against Mufasa in the trucks this season. I was actually there at the opener at Daytona, and man, he knows what he's doing. He's just one of the guys to look out for. And if you are putting your money down on any bets, I will put all your money on Mufasa. He is so experienced at these super speedways. He knows what he's doing. He's friendly. He can work with basically anybody in the field. If no matter like what time it is, he's willing to take the risk when he needs to. And honestly, it's a lot of momentum he's coming in with. He's possibly one of the best drivers in the truck series right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I think he has the best shot of winning this race today, honestly.
And
If the cards play out, he could win.
And not to mention this, though, is that this is the last race of 2023, the very last race before the holiday season. And before we can talk about the strategies and all that jazz, I do want to say Merry Christmas to everybody that's watching this. And of course, hope you guys have a great holiday. But now let's talk about this so that, there's a lot of tension, a lot of pressure going into this race because this is the last race of the regular season before we get a chance to go to the playoffs coming up on January 2nd. And let's go ahead and get to our Truck Series standings at the moment. As I got them pulled up, we officially are on the road to the playoffs, and right now those drivers are pretty much above the cutoff line. It is King Mufasa in first, King Henry in second. I mean, there is what one, two, three, four, five drivers who have already advanced. King Mufasa, King Henry, Speed Racer, Ghost, and Captain Dead Dad. But let's not forget about those who still need to win, but seems to be they're good to go. 70 with 35 points above the cutoff line. Marner 17 points above the cutoff line. Matt Gaming is 16 points above the cutoff line. Gary 9 points above the cutoff line. And something we need to keep an eye on is Team Air Jordan 3 points above the cutoff line, should I say. And let's take a look at those who are below the cutoff line. Cody the Bear -3. So it seems like that there's going to be a battle between Team Air Jordan and Cody the Bear, especially when it comes to a 3 point difference from there. Behind him, Serge Statsack, and of course there are two All-Star trucks between the 38 and the 45, and of course Hell State as well. So now we heard about those who are advanced, but let's talk about those who have being put on these drivers and how much pressure do you think are being played out on these drivers tonight there, Lucia?
You know, it's Talladega. No matter where it is at the schedule, it's always a lot of pressure. It is no matter what the situation is, no matter where it's placed on the schedule, no matter how good of a driver you are, there's always pressure because one mistake, especially since where this track is placed on the schedule right before the playoffs, one mistake could screw your whole playoff chances. Like Team Air Jordan, I would not be comfortable being three above. I will make moves and try to stay up at the front as long as possible. But if I was Fexy, who's 35 above, I will play a little bit conservative. Everybody has their own game plan. Everybody has a certain way of doing things, and once they link up with the right people, I think it should be a fairly easy game for those people that have those strategies. But if a win happens, like for Sad Sack or Cody the Bear, Jordan's.
And let's go ahead and get a chance to talk about who is going to be coming out here tonight, going into the new year, as far as our race winner. And let's go ahead and make our picks right now. Who do you have in this race?
I said it earlier, man, I'm gonna stay with my pick. I'm gonna say Mufasa. He won Daytona earlier. I've raced against him. He knows what he's doing. He's smart. Just need to pick him. It should be the obvious winner, but it's Dega. The unpredictable obviously happens. So
I mean, real and truly, I mean, you got to think about as far as out of the grid that we're seeing right now, and you see what four drivers being in the JGR. I'm gonna go with Captain Dead Dad taking home another win. He seems to have the most momentum, especially when it comes to these super speedways. And without a doubt, I definitely do see that either Captain Dead Dad or Speed Racer. I'm not saying it because they're my teammates, but I do see that team chemistry that will be played upon in this race tonight.
that's a good point you bring there, Jake. Chemistry at super speedways is the most important thing, and if you don't have that chemistry, if you didn't establish that at the super speedway earlier, you're gonna be in for a long one
Yeah,
here at Dega.
and not to mention that, let's go ahead and, by the way, send a shout out to Captain Dead Dad because he is going to be doing the lap counter. So, Captain Dead Dad, if you're listening to this, thank you very much on helping us out. It really does appreciate from both myself and Wichita. So, looks like they're officially done with qualifying. And let me ask you this though: as far as this racetrack alone, what's something that you look forward to the most here tonight?
Just honestly, aside from the racing and the crashes,
Hmm.
to see just what pans out because position is key, especially for those cutoff drivers. Position is key. So if
Yeah.
they don't make those moves, they're in for a long one. Like I said, they have to make moves, no matter if you like it or not. If you want to be in the playoffs, if you want to be in, you have to show it. You have to fight for it. You just can't just sit there and just like try to get lucky.
Yeah.
This is racing. This is you have to make like daredevil decisions, and if
Yep.
you don't make those, you don't get rewarded. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and reveal our pole setter of tonight's race. I talked about team chemistry at best. Up in first is King Henry, and second Speed Racer. So that is who's gonna be up front and starting grid. Your boy King Mufasa starting in third, and from what I can see, I'm seeing TTV Go Boom starting seventh, Gary in 12th, Ty Racing in 14th, Fire Slayer in 11th. Freedom in 16th, Seven Seas 6th, and Cody the Bear in 8th. I'm gonna try to see if you can help us get the most of the grid. If he can help us out, that'd be great.
let me
I'm gonna
see. I'm trying to have a little bit of technical difficulties over here.
all right. Also, JoJo in 10th, Captain Did That 13th. Alright, I'm gonna see if you can show the rest of the grid. Looks like we got about 16 drivers in this race tonight.
16 drivers, 47 laps. Whew.
Yeah, so I'm wait. Message Captain Did Dad see if we can get the rest of the field going. From what I know, they're still in the lobby. I'm guessing they're waiting on more drivers. Looks like we got the Ghost up in fifth,
I
and
saw it for a little bit. He went right back down
yeah,
after.
I don't know why he went right back down. I messaged him and see, but anyways, though we talked about it though. Uh, King Henry and Speed Racer are starting up front. How much momentum do you think this is going to be upon both King Henry and Speed? I mean, let's think about this though. Last week in both races, Speed was the Ryan Newman of the group. He was struggling in the back. He kept getting involved with too many incidents with Porchy, with Fire Slayer, with Hell State, and even with myself along with that race. You know what, Speed Racer, he seems to be ready to go, and I think we're just all ready to go at this point. Am I right?
I am completely 100% on your side about this and about Speed Racer. He's not really liked by a lot of people, but you don't have to be liked to win races. You know, you don't have to be liked to do good. But you do have to be liked and respected at super speedways if you want to stay up front. If you don't have friends, expect yourself to be at the back. And Speed Racer, I don't think he has many of those right now, and I think that's going to be a real big issue for him coming into this race. No matter if he's at the front, it's going to be an issue.
Yeah,
I think personally.
I definitely do agree. I think we're currently waiting on Matt Gaming to join. I think he's having some technical difficulties with his PlayStation. I don't know what's going on, but oh yeah, I do see Masope starting in ninth, Hell State starting in 15th, Jackson Allman fourth, and Cody the Bear in eighth. All right, you got your invites.
Yeah, I got my invites.
All right. So by the time we get ready to go, the clock is winding down to 10 seconds. By the time they are in the lobby, I'll let you know when we get a chance to join. All right.
All right,
All right, and we definitely do appreciate you, the fans that are watching this race live, and we're allowed to get a chance to join. Let's go, baby.
let's join this invite.
Alrighty, we are get ready for the last race of 2023, the last race of the regular season. Who is gonna come home walking into the new year with a win, and who is gonna be officially in our playoffs starting on January 2nd for the Truck Series?
If
I
I was if I was a winner to this race and I'm in the playoffs, it's a lot of momentum going to the new year. You want to start the new year hot, start the new year fresh, and what a way to start it with winning here at Dega and just cruising into the playoffs there. All right, as
uh,
we're coming to the green flag here with King Henry and Speed Racer on the front row, boogity boogity boogity. Let's go racing.
couldn't have said it better myself. You know what's gonna be interesting though is that you got the '98 of King Mufasa and the '97 of Jackson Altman. Those two. Oh, it already contact between
Oh, little
50, the double
contact.
zero
Jeez.
and the '97. I don't know what happened right there, but you can already see everybody's following the leader because everybody went straight down to the bottom line. King Mufasa moved up a position, and one thing I hate about this game is the camera position right there. Oh, you see Jackson Allman getting down to the bottom. A lot of those drivers are sitting up high. They're stuck. They have nowhere to go. If you're
I see.
JoJo and if you're the 26, I don't know who the 26 is right there. That is Freedom Flyer.
As the two cars, two truck, sorry, is falling to the back. I don't know if he's having lagging issues, but he's falling to the back. He's one of the playoff drivers that are playing it safe for what it seems like right now, but you don't want to play it too safe. You don't want to lose a draft here. If you lose a draft, it's going to be a long stage run for
Yeah, and look at the high side. You got Speed Racer and the Ghost trying to work up to the high side, but King Henry looks like Mufasa and Cody the Bear are going to be working very well. Looks like they might get some help with looks like the Gary and the 44 Fire Slayer. Here comes the 4 of Ty Racing, the 32 of JoJo. It seems to be getting themselves a pretty good line, but looks like 7 Seas is going to be losing the draft. He's going to be in the back at the moment.
As you see, they're trying to get that high side going, but I think it's just they don't have the run, they don't have the momentum, so everybody's going to come right back to the bottom. They're just
Yeah, I'll
going to
say
try it again.
JoJo was trying to get down to the bottom. Looks like that is being led by Captain Dead Dad, Ghost. They're all going to just have to go to the back. I mean, it is a little bit early in the race. I mean, we still got plenty of time left before the end of the stage. I mean, we are at 7 laps to go left in stage 1. I mean, I think if I'm some of these drivers, I mean, think about this, Lucia. There's most of those that just wants to go ahead and go work their way up to the front, but then there's that last lap pass that we normally see here at Talladega or any other super speedway.
Yep. And look at Cody the Bear. He's just positioned himself into P3. He has to stay up there if he wants to gain points on Team Air Jordan, which
He's
I
not looking
don't
like.
think he's in this race.
No, he's not. So that would definitely give Cody the Bear the pretty much he'll be in the playoffs coming up next year, starting when the playoffs officially start. 6 laps to go. This time by King Henry was led most of the laps in this stage. Got himself a pretty comfortable lead with King Mufasa right behind him. But of course, we got to give credit where credit's due. And TTV Go Boom, he's sitting up there in fourth place, along with Jackson Altman in fifth. Looks like the 45 Masos and Hale State, someone who is 15th in points, is inside the top five as well.
Looks like Goldblum's trying to drag the brakes a little bit, trying to get a little bit of a run here. He wants to make a move. I could definitely tell from that. I've done it many times before. You know, I'm a racer, I'm a special guest, so he's gonna try to get a run here. He probably move to the outside out of turn 4 right here. Let's see if he does. No, he just stays glued up on the Bear. Looks like they have a little bit of light. I don't know. I don't know if he's just trying to play it safe, but if that was me, I would have went.
Yeah, I definitely do agree, but yet, I mean, we get ready to approach, I think, what, 4 laps to go. So it's all about trying to remain patient here. Oh, no, yeah, 5 laps to go. My apologies. That is that West Virginia math. But anyways, 5 laps to go left in the stage. Go Boom's just trying to be steady, be calm. And it looks like we got a little bit of three-wide situation in the back. And
Oh, 44 under the yellow line, beaming a bang of Gary. Whew. That's gonna cost him a lot of time to go boom.
yeah, there's three wide between the 26, the 21 of Gary, and the 44. JoJo's going to take advantage of that, and that's going to make, believe it or not, both Gary and Freedom Fire are actually teammates in the Hendrick camp. You usually see Freedom running the Xfinity, but tonight he's running trucks instead. And of course, Gary normally running trucks and Xfinity as well.
As now Jackson is leading the line here. They're getting right back up to go boom. No harm, no foul.
I talked about this though. I mean, go ahead.
As there's 4 laps to go here, King Henry going high, trying to
look at the line though. Look at the line
drag.
between the top side. You got Jackson Altman. Looks like speed. I think is that
Jackson goes high. Jackson is in the lead so far. Comes back down in front of Mufasa.
Jackson Altman takes the lead with his arch rival Speed Racer right behind him. Those two work together. How often do you ever hear that?
Not a lot. Not a lot. As King Henry's falling all the way to the back after leading most of this stage. Now Jackson is the leader. He's going to come back around, lead this lap. But that 45 up there, he is trying to get that high side moving. And I wouldn't be surprised if it worked. Soaps. Races Xfinity. Not surprised he's racing trucks today. Respected veteran here in Harrison's Performance Racing League. Trying to get that high side moving.
We all know the history of Masopes. He started up in Season 2 along with me. We both started in the broadcast booth back in Season 1. And not only that, he's been an Xfinity champion. He has worked his way through the all-time wins list. But of course, 3 wide.
3 wide. Mufasa through the middle with Cody the Bear and EMI Goldblum right behind him. Mufasa to the lead.
He's going to have to get down to the bottom. Mufasa's got Cody the Bear right behind him. These two are working really well. But look at the 68 of TTV Go Boom as we're approaching to the white flag in stage 1.
Here we go. How desperate will they get?
That was interesting. He ran through the middle, got down to the bottom line. Never mind, 2 laps to go. My apologies. I definitely need to keep an eye on the lap counter, but 2 laps to go. But I don't think we'll see anything here as far as passing wise unless they're desperately wanting to get the lead. But I think it's always been said that last lap pass there, Lucia.
That last lap pass is always deadly. Strikes at whatever moment you're in turn 1, 2, 3, or 4, or even a tri-oval. As they're now come back down to the bottom lane, trying to build up a run here. See if they can pass Mufasa for the stage win. As we are coming to the white flag here in stage 1, Mufasa in the lead. Cody the Bear trying to go to the outside. Nope, doesn't work. White flag here in stage 1.
Yeah, White flag here on stage one. Mufasa, aka Terrace, who has won Daytona the first race of the season, wants to win the last race of the regular season, and he seems to be doing a good job in stage number one. He's gotten himself a lot of help. And of course, he's working his way up, trying to block both the bottom and the top lane. Do you see a pack going here? Jojo Siwa. Oh, look at the middle of the TTV host state being Speed Racer Gary. Will that middle line work? I don't know. I don't think they'll
I don't
catch it to
think
him.
it's gonna work.
Oh, Gary moves up to the high side with Soaps.
As they're coming out of turn 4, heading to the tribal, can TTV Hellstate get some side draft? Maybe, maybe no. Cody the Bear makes a move on the tribal. Cody the Bear, Mufasa. Who's he gonna be? To the
It is going to
line,
be
Mufasa.
Mufasa. It's a good thing we got that high camera angle. Good call on that. Good stage win for King Mufasa once again. And of course, with Cody the Bear getting up to finishing P2 in this stage, that should put him in the playoffs, being above the cutoff line because he desperately needed 5 points. So now, if he can get those much needed points, which he should, then I don't see why not he shouldn't be in the playoffs. And hopefully, before we get to the end of the night, we may have our official drivers that are going to be in the playoffs.
If the points get done fast, it should definitely happen.
Yeah, well, go ahead and give us your take on that stage.
You know, Cody tried it. He wanted to get the stage one. He worked with Mufasa to get up there, but Mufasa just wasn't having any of it. I saw a little door slam though, so I don't think Cody's gonna be happy with that.
I definitely agree. As Jackson Altman is going to be his lead. And look at the three of Hell State. He's going to be joining on his outside. Back to green flag we go with stage 2 underway.
I'm assuming the people at the back either took 2 tires or no tires, because it's kind of like a flip flop right now. People that were at the back, like JoJo, they move up to the top 5 basically. Different strategies here from different people and different teams, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. But of course, you also got King Henry. King Henry right behind him, the 45 of Soaps. Those two are simply really working very well together. And of course, Hell State currently inside the top 5. But one driver I'm very surprised about, the 00 Ghost, he did start up front, but now he's all the way up in the back. And of course, we're also going to be keeping an eye on King Mufasa, who is right behind the 44 of Fire Slayer. And looks like, yeah, the 45 and the 3.
Yep. It's that, them teammates up there. Here we go, trying to make a move on Jackson and King Henry. There are more people moving to the outside. JoJo, the 16 of Dead Dad, moving to the outside.
Oh, that's going to put JoJo in the middle.
Oh, it's going to be in the middle. Oh, contact at the back.
Good save. Ghost got involved. Ghost shouldn't lose the draft. As we mentioned, the 2 of 7Cs, who's now back in the field
as we are 4 wide in the middle of the pack with Gary.
Oh boy, yeah. Keep it clean, drivers. Keep it clean. We're 3 wide in the back.
Comes back down. Jackson is still your leader, guys. Don't worry.
And it doesn't matter about that. It's about survival, and we're seeing it right here in the back, trying to see who's the survival of the fittest, because they're trying to make up a line. But the problem is, though, is that you see the line of Speed Racer. He needs to get some help. He needs to get some people to push him up there to, I believe that is Masopes, and they will catch up to Masopes. Looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of interesting strategy from King Mufasa, who made King Henry set out to the outside, so King Henry's going to move to second.
King Henry is dropping like a rock. Speed Racer goes to his outside, trying to side draft him. That's like the wisest idea. I would stay behind him. You really don't have much friends. Let's just try to make them right here.
Jackson almost seems to be having a really comfortable lead. Oh, but we got some teammate situation as 3 of the JGR drivers are struggling. I see Tire Racing, I see King Henry, and Speed Racer. I don't know what the problem is, but hopefully they can figure out what's going on eventually.
Everybody just drops to the inside, just trying to calm it down here, not trying to be too aggressive. And once they drive to this inside, and once they find the person they want to lead for the run, I think that's when they make the move. It has to be the right person at the right time to make the move up to the outside. Because if not the right person, it's gonna go pretty bad.
I definitely do agree, but I mean, when it comes to the top lines, I mean, we talked about Ghost. There he is. He's finally sitting up in third with Terrorist and, of course, Jackson Altman leading the race. Hale State seems to be doing really good inside the top five. He is been working his way up there from starting all the way on the back at the start of this race. As
As
we
I
do,
flyer,
yes, it is. It is
he's
Freedom Flyer. He's trying to find some help, but he's not getting any help with coming up to less than 5 laps to go in this stage.
as he cuts off. I think that is FD Fire Slayer. Luckily, he let him back in. That's his break that he got. I don't think he got another one. As the Gibbs team trying to do something here, it's Speed Racer, Kate Henry, Ty, JoJo's in there for some reason. He's not a part of Gibbs, but he's back there trying to make something happen. As here comes FD Freedom to the outside, trying to make something work. It is not going to work. None of the trucks up there, but they're sidetracking their way up there though. It could possibly work. We don't know, but I
Oh,
don't think
watch
so.
out! Watch out for Cody the Bear right there. He went down to the bottom.
Oh, Cody
Oh,
isn't
Freedom
not happy
Flyer!
with Freedom. Cody the Bear doors Freedom to the wall. I don't know why. I don't understand, but I think Freedom is going to get him back at some point, or one of his teammates at least. Freedom may
What did you see?
possibly.
What did you see? What exactly happened right there? Did you see it?
I don't know. I don't think. I just can't. Didn't look like Freedom did anything to Cody. That's why I'm like just flabbergasted and confused. Like I don't remember Freedom doing anything. Cody just came up and just walled him. As Freedom could possibly lose the draft here, and the other two trucks laying off, trying to get Freedom that draft so they could use him to go right back up there. But I think it could work. I think Freedom's back in the pack, but for now, as King Henry is leading this Gibbs pack back here. People are separating a little bit, not too bad. These
Yeah.
five, consistent Jackson, Mufasa, Ghost, Hell State, and the Bear. The Bear going to the outside of Hell State, not going to be enough. Going to drop him right
No.
back in line.
I was gonna say, I mean, you got less than 3 laps to go this time by. I mean, it's something that we talked about is that either we see something up in the next lap, or maybe on the final lap of this stage. Cody the Bear, he is a menace right now. He's just trying to work his way up to the inside line, and nobody's gonna. Oh my God! Contact with TTV go boom. 2 laps to go left in the stage. You see Jackson Altman leading this race, who has led the most laps in the stage. Foster's just chilling, but of course we talked about that outside line. Looks being led by Speed, Captain Dead Dad, and Gary. I don't think if they can get some people to help out, it may work, but I don't think it's going to be the case as far as right now.
Here comes myself coming to the back of Hell State. Oh! Spexy! FD, a little contact there. Spexy at the back is not really familiar running with his pack, so he's still trying to figure his way, trying to wipe off the dust.
Yeah, I'll tell you, best believe that it'll be a very interesting one when we come back here. I believe the Xfinity race is here tomorrow night. And we'll definitely have to tune in for that one. But of course, white flag this time by in stage number 2.
George on the outside left to the dry. Hell State backing off from Ghost. Trying to get his team in Masopes to push him up there and get a stage and possibly.
Yeah, when we see that second line, I think this might be the time for them. Here comes Hill State.
As here they go, they make the outside move.
Jackson
Jackson
gonna
blocks.
block the top.
Mufasa on the inside.
No, Hill State, but it is King Mufasa
3 wide.
that's gonna take the lead over. After Jackson tried to block the top lane, we see 4 wide. And
Mufasa, Ghost, Spexy, Hell State on the outside, falling like a rock. Will Ghost make a move forward? He's still behind.
no, I think he'll
Ghost
still
is
stay
gonna
behind him.
behind.
Terrorist is gonna win stage 2.
JoJo also in the grass for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but all right. As we see Mufasa as the popular race winner, winning both stages. You know, I wasn't wrong when I told him I know what he's doing. So
Yeah, I definitely do agree that. But the problem is, though, is that how many times have we seen racers win in both stages and not winning the race? We've seen that plenty of times over the season. So I do believe that it will. This may not be the same outtake that we'll see. I don't know, but call me crazy. But we are getting ready to go to our final stage of the stage of 2023 as we go into the new year, starting on January 2nd when we start the playoffs. As we can get back to the front, Gary is going to be leading us back to green for the third and final stage. Green flag back on the way. And one thing I do want to point out for those who are just now tuning in, we've not seen any cautions other than the stage cautions, as we do have 25 laps left in this race. 25 laps left in the regular season. Who is going to walk away from Talladega as the winner? Gary is the aggressive one. He's got a teammate in the 7Cs right behind him.
it's gonna be a nice 25 laps of chaos, and chaos is what we came here to see. Here comes Mufasa in the middle, and Gary's gonna try to pass him. No, Mufasa puts the block on him and leaves Ghost on the outside with Jackson and Masopes. As Captain that falls to the inside, that's gonna create a crease in the pack, but I'm pretty sure they still should have a little bit of momentum. No,
Oh,
hell stay
Masoud's
around.
wrecked! Big one happened in the Talladega! Hell State! JoJo King Henry! That is broadcaster's curse at its best, and we are under caution for the first time tonight.
Jake, I think you jinxed it there. You said there was no cautions to the new viewers. I think you possibly just jinxed it because there was a
Broadcaster's
caution.
curse. Broadcaster's curse. You gotta love it here, folks. Broadcaster's curse. Right there, 24 laps to go. You see what happened between Hell State, Henry. I think Ty Racing got involved. Emma Soaps. I don't know what all went down, but you best believe that as far as the fuel situation, I mean, I wouldn't be
It's
surprised if
still
they would.
tight.
I mean, it's gonna be a little bit close.
I wouldn't be surprised if some trucks here start trying to save some fuel in the pack, trying to either make it to the end or save enough to take less
Well,
fuel here.
Well, here's what's the interesting part is that everyone in this field did go to pits except for Jackson and Captain Dead Dad, the two who were leading the field back to green as we approach the 21 laps left in this race. So if you think about this though, is that if you're the leader, you're the one that's wasting the most fuel. You don't got nobody right in front of you. You don't got nobody to draft. Instead, you have people drafting you. So if anything, Jackson and Captain Dead Dad are sitting ducks because they're both leading two different fields here, two different rows we're seeing out here on Dega.
I think that I should have just pitted. He's on old tires. He could have just taken extra gas on the outside. But nope, it's gonna send him to the back here. And Jackson almost left the inside open for Mufasa, but he comes right back down, shuts the door.
Yeah, and not to mention, look at the 26 of Freedom Flyer. He's been struggling. We saw him get contacted to the wall by
Oh, somebody under
Cody.
the yellow, Cody the Bear. I think that's Freedom Flyer paying back on Cody for what he did earlier to him. He remembered, I knew he remembered, he got him back possibly right there. Cody the
Yeah,
Bear starts to lose a bit of time of freedom, going back to Go Boom. They're going to try to build up a run possibly and get past Freedom.
yeah, not to mention that. I mean, speaking of Go Boom, I mean, he is sitting right inside the top five. He seems to be having a really good run, but the problem is he's not getting the momentum he needs. As we do have a battle for the lead. King Mufasa,
Oh,
oh, Speed
speed on the
Racer!
apron! Henry, Dead Dad, we are good, we are
We
safe,
are
we have survived.
somehow, some way, King Mufasa just now took the lead over this race once again. Look at what in the world? Look at the gap between him and Cody the Bear. They both moved up to 1 and 2.
Mufasa back in the league again, I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing. That's my race winner right there for you.
That is very interesting. We saw what happened. Of course, Jackson Allman's trying to pay Allman, trying to do the exact same thing, but it's not even helping him out. King Mufasa and Cody the Bear have complete control in this race. They seem to be working very, very well together, and it's not really a surprise to me at this point.
See, that's the risk of not pinning on these restarts, like Dead Dad and Jackson did. They are in the mid pack or in the back. Not they could have used those extra laps of fuel, and they would have probably could have more later. But now they have to come a little bit earlier here. This is why you take these risks though, because you want track position. And if you want track position, you have to take these risks like Dead Dad and Jackson did. And you see the reward is not there. So, unfortunately, didn't work this time. Probably work the next time though.
Yeah, as you see, looking left to back, Ty Racing is trying to build up a second line, but it's not even working for the case, as he is probably going to get stuck right to the tail end of the field. King Mufasa, who has won both stages, we talked about it. Could he be able to get a chance to win the race? I mean, he did the exact same thing at Daytona. He's won both stages and won the race. He is trying to do it again on the final race of the regular season, the final race of 2023. There you see the two. He's had that momentum from Eldora. Seems to be working very, very well. And I got a chance to tell you, he's a really awesome racer. Got a chance to race with him and had some great battles. He is going to be probably the one that he will do whatever it takes to come home with a win.
You know, especially he wants to win. He wants to prove that he belongs here in HPRL. He wants to prove that he is a winner material driver. He wants to be in Xfinity Series. He wants to move up. He doesn't want to be in trucks his entire career here. He just wants to prove himself, and that's what a driver does. Whatever it takes to do to win, I think Spexy will do whatever it takes to win here at Dega.
Look at the gap between TTB Go Boom and Speed Racer. I want to point that out. Uh, both these drivers are not getting any help at all whatsoever. But Speed's caught up to them. He's going to try to make a second line, try to pass on the outside. That's not going to be the case as we are approaching up to 16 laps to go left in this race.
You know what I'm realizing? They're starting to split up into like sections here. I don't know if you realize that or not. I've
Yeah.
caught on to that. They're trying to start like chop, 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 and I think this is where they get with the people they trust. They just ride in the back, or like how I said earlier, some trucks could be saving to come in later in the run. You never know, but so the more they find out. When it comes down to 2 laps of fuel, 3 laps of fuel, see when people pit. That's when we will know when they
Well,
have a different strategy.
as far as Captain Dindad and Jackson Allman, they are on 8 laps of fuel with coming up to 15 laps to go this time by. They will probably have to come down and maybe take a 2-tire stop. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But Speed Racers led that second line. Not to mention, he's got Ghost, he's got Dead Dad, he's got King Henry. Looks to be the 44
Up,
Fire
and we
Slayer.
have a move, possibly Speed Slayer with Speed Racer and Ghost. Not enough trucks though. But here comes
Yes, they
Dead
are.
Dad and Henry. They're coming. Making a move on the
Henry,
outside. Henry
he,
ditches his teammates.
wow. If I'm Henry, I would have worked together to try to be able to form a second line, but he decided to not come with his JGR teammates.
And now Ghost is
Ghost is
left
going to
out
be
to
sitting out.
dry. I think I know what they're doing. They're trying to pickpocket these 3 drivers up here. Spexy just can't fall for the bait now because they're gonna have Go Boom probably try to go with them. Maybe, maybe no. But depending what happens here, they might try to pickpocket Spexy.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case, but I don't know. I'm very, very surprised the fact that Henry did not go with Did Dad, Ghost, and Speed because they got a chance to catch up and maybe potentially make a pass for the lead. But we're just seeing everybody playing follow the leader at the moment.
You know, just trying to be calm. It's still a lot of time left in this race. You don't want to be too aggressive. Possibly screw yourself out of the draft. Just gotta be relaxed here. This is patience. Patience is always key.
as we do approach the 13 laps to go left in this race. And not to mention, I am right, tomorrow we will get a chance to see the Xfinity Series run here, so I'm very excited. I am very fortunate to get a chance to call that race. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night for the Xfinity Series, having their last race of the regular season going live from Talladega as well.
I know, I'm excited. I'm in that field, and I'm not trying to self-promote here, but you guys should definitely cheer for me. You cheer to win that race, because I am in a playoff situation, and playoff situations are always interesting here at Dega, just like with the Truck Series here today.
And not to mention that, 12 laps to go. King Mufasa, who has led the most laps in this entire race, won both stages. He's got Cody the Bear right behind him, but I think the big question is when we're going to get a chance to see some green flag stops. That is going to be the main key. And of course, hopefully, by the time they do come down to pits, if we are under green flag stops, then these drivers will signal one another, let them know that they are going to be coming down to pit this time. So I say probably maybe about five, maybe about, I want to say 8, maybe 7 laps to go. We'll see them come down to the pit road.
This is when the strategy plays. This is where you make the big bucks. This is where you get wins in track position. What do you, Jake? I have to ask you this question. What will you take on this stop?
Honestly, if I'm Mufasa, Cody the Bear, or pretty much the top 5 in general, just take maybe 2 tires and maybe a half can of fuel. Because I mean, you'll get plenty of fuel, and then not to mention that you're gonna need tires. You're gonna need right sides at least.
See, I'm gonna go the opposite of that. I don't think you really need tires. I think you just take gas, because you just take fuel, and I think you'll be fine. And you will actually increase your gap depending how much you take. And this is why some trucks have possibly been saving to take less, so they don't have to take tires. Because even if you take tires, you still have to regain all that time you've lost. When you don't take tires, you're gaining more time on them, and plus, you're in a group. They're going to be pushing you regardless. You're going to be going fast regardless. It's just if the group that takes tires, will they gain fast enough? As I see a truck go down to the apron, I mean not the apron, on the back stretch of the WL line, that could be a signal of them pitting, or it could just be natural heat 5 just bugging out again.
Yeah, I definitely do need to get back to the lap counter here as far as how many laps we have left. I do know Captain Dead Dad has 3 laps left of fuel. So give me 1 second here, folks, as I will get a chance to tell you guys how many laps we have left. We have less than 9 laps to go left in this race.
Dead Dad and Jackson are essentially going to come down together unless Dead Dad wants his JGR teammates to come down with him so he's not alone. Because you don't want to be alone when you pit here at Dega. You're going to have to come with some friends. And when you have friends, the friends will come with you. So, will Dead Dad be able to drag his JGR teammates to the pit road with him, or will he be a loner with Jackson and a 2-truck pack?
I don't know, but I mean, this is what I was talking about here. If we're coming up to 8 laps to go, I believe this would be the perfect time for us to see some green flag stops.
The pit window is open. It's just, when will people jump through the window and decide to pit? I'm expecting Dead Dad to drag some drivers down. If I'm Spexy though, who do I go with here? Would I go with Mufasa and Cody, or would I go with the people behind them? What do you think, Jake?
I don't know, but I do see, I think Speed Jackson may have signaled. I don't know, well, I'm going to keep an eye on Speed. Speed is not
No,
coming to the
Speed
pits.
is not coming this time. He's staying out.
No,
Dead Dad
so
has 1 lap of fuel left. Would he make it around enough? Does he have enough gas to make it around?
I think you do, but by the time that you get off of 4, you will end up starting to sputter. So I don't think Dead Dad should be worried. But what I do
And look
worry
at that
about,
dad. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll say there you see it. The drivers are signaling.
There it
Mufasa
is.
Mufasa signaled. I think I see Dead Dad signaled. Looks like TTV Go Boom signaled. However, I think if I'm correct, there is one particular driver that didn't signal, or he must have forgot to. We're gonna check to see. Will it looks like the entire field? No, I am right. Speed Racer is staying out. Oh, there's a big
Oh, caution!
wreck!
Look, Gary.
Oh my God,
Oh, this
Gary!
impacts everything. Gary, Ty, JoJo, Soaps, Hailstain
That
again.
is the caution.
That's the
That is the
caution.
caution.
And that's gonna change everything with the trucks who pitted.
What the heck just happened with the gear right there? It looked like Jay McMurray back in 2017, 2018. I
Hey,
don't
buddy,
know, but that was wild.
I think it was just miscommunication there, honestly. I think it just had to be miscommunication as Jackson, Mufasa, Henry, Dead Dad all pit, also Spexy, EMI Go. I think Go Boom and Cody the Bear sped. I think they sped on pit road.
Cody
Could
the
be
Bear
wrong.
didn't.
No, they Cody the Bear and EMI Go Boom at the front. Jackson, Mufasa, Dead Dad, Henry with Soaps and Speed Racer. Here we go, coming back to the
Alright.
green flag.
Who is going to leave here as a winner? Back to green flag underway here at Talladega. Cody the Bear.
With 3 laps to go, this is when people get aggressive. This is when people get desperate. Who will make the move? Who will follow them to when they make the move?
Looks like Speed Racer is struggling down to the bottom. Captain Dead Dad's right behind Jackson Eltman. You look at the line, I think the inside line's got to probably have the best momentum, but you look at the outside line, you look at TTV Go Boom, just like looks like Jackson Eltman trying to do something with Cody the Bear, and TTV Go Boom, he's gonna get King Mufasa down to the bottom. Go Boom is gonna take the lead in this race, coming up to 2 laps to go.
Cody the Bear down the sucker hole. This is not where you want to be around Cody the Bear. He drops behind Spexy. No, he can't get behind Spexy. Ghost is there. He's gonna drop all the way to the back.
Right behind, right there was Ty Racing. 2 laps to go. TTV Go Boom. He's gonna have to block. He's gonna have to block pretty bad. This is Go Boom's first lap he's led of this entire race.
As Jackson here backing off, trying to gain a run here on the 2 leaders at the front.
Don't big
Oh,
red Nemesis to the wall, but we're still
Spexy in
staying
the
green.
wall. We're clean. We're good.
We're still good. As Go Boom, looks like Jackson Owens gonna try to go up to the top. But I'm here. It's a beating and banging. By the time
Mufasa, door slam Jackson. This is, it's gonna be intense.
boy. By the time we get to the white flag, by the time we get to the start finish line, it'll be 1 lap to go. Go Boom is going to lead us to the white flag. Who is coming home as the winner? Then we see an outside line being led by, looks like Soaps or no, that's Fire Slayer. Fire Slayer's going to
Fire
be
Slayer.
the second line. Mufasa down to the bottom line. He passes Go Boom. Looks like you got Soaps, you got Freedom. That's not going to be the case. We're probably going to see a big one here. Go Boom.
Oh, someone on the wall back there. I
Soaps.
think that's Soaps. Soaps is out of contention for this race. Mufasa in the lead. Here comes Dead Dad trying to make the move.
He's got Jackson. He's got Speed underneath him.
Speed underneath. Mufasa in the lead. Go
3
goes
wide.
high.
I think Mufasa's got this.
Coming out of turn 4. Speed makes the move. Mufasa tries to block. Speed is there. He's going to try to drive. No. Jojo in third. What will happen? Speed. Mufasa. Side draft. Coming to the line. Speed Racer.
No, I think Mufasa had it.
I think
That's gotta be
Speed Racer got it.
Mufasa. Mufasa has it.
Official results. Mufasa has it. Oh my God!
Oh
What
my
a finish
God.
here at Talladega! Can you believe it?
That was all Mufasa right there. Oh my goodness! And not
This
to
is
mention, JoJo comes home with a top three finish with him.
fans came and stayed for, man. This is the type of racing the Truck Series brings you. Mufasa is your winner. My race prediction was Mufasa. I am correct. I am 1 for 1 in the booth for race winner predictions. I'm 100% win percentage. I am glad.
All right, can you get our top three in the booth?
It was Mufasa, Jojo, and
Uh,
Speed Racer, correct?
yes.
Do I invite them one by
Yeah.
one or
Uh, Together, please. Together.
together? I don't
Yes,
have
please.
Speed Racer added, so that's gonna be an issue.
Okay, I got you. I got speed.
I'll be fine. Jojo, he's pretty on fine.
That was awesome. That was an awesome race.
That was very fun. Trying to get fucking Mufasa. Where's Jojo?
My goodness, what a race that was. Did you get the other two?
I'm trying to get Jojo. He's appearing offline. It's a little harder for me.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get just to talk to Speed Racer real quick while we're waiting. All right, Speed Racer, do you got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Man, what a race you had. We've seen you going back and forth between going to the back, going to the front, and it was right there. You had the moment. You had the opportunity to get a chance to pass Terrorists for that win. I mean, talk us through on that last lap.
People were brake checking us left and right, and whether it was gonna be me or Cap going for it, I just didn't want to let them win, plain and simple. And then Cap went for it. It didn't work, so I went down below, knowing JoJo would push me if I went. Got as good as a run as I could. Went to the high side of terrorist. Literally screamed, "JoJo, I need you now." He pushed me, and when we hit the line for half a second, I thought I won Talladega. Apparently, Heat 5 said no. Can't argue with Heat 5, and terrorist won.
Yeah, not to mention that. I mean, you pretty much you go into this race. I mean, we talked about what happened last week. This week, you came home with the top three finish, and now it's official. It is playoff season. What's going to be the motivation for you going into the playoffs starting on January 2nd?
Well, plain and simple, we're in the playoffs, and I straight up have no wins across all three series. That's never happened, and I need to start winning in playoffs to win the championship. So, no time better than now.
All right, I'll let Wu Chia get a chance to ask you a question in the comments. So Wu Chia, take it away, buddy.
Speed. Yeah, damn, it's heartbreaking coming in P2, especially in that close of a finish. What were your emotions at the end when you realized you finished P2 to Mufasa? Is that close of a finish?
It's tricky because yes, finish P2 and P2 sucks, but do you have any idea how many times I've come here and finished 15th, cartwheeling across the backstretch on the last lap? So I don't know. It's catch 22. Obviously, I would have liked those 5/1000ths of a second, but it could be a lot worse than second at Talladega very quickly and very easily.
You mentioned that you finished P15. You've had bad luck here at Dega. I bet this P2 is refreshing to you. It feels good. You finally survived the Dega race. You feel good. You have a lot of momentum going into those playoffs next year, and I think you should be doing some very big things. As long as everything goes well, you don't have that bad luck. I think you should be doing good.
Yeah, well, I hope so, but that's happened every season so far. So let's see if it changes.
All right, well, hey, with that being said, man, hey, before we let you go, good luck to you at Homestead at the start of the playoffs, and Merry Christmas, man.
And Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy New Year.
All right, we'll let you go. Let's go ahead and get a chance to talk to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. JoJo. JoJo, do you got a copy?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Hey, congratulations on the top three finish. I mean, that was a very interesting 5 laps for you. I mean, we've seen you go from the back to the middle to front of the pack. I mean, take us through, the final laps of that race for you. I mean, because the last time I saw you, you was in the back, but all of a sudden, that caution hit, it helped you out just fine, didn't it?
Yeah, well, first two stages didn't go good, so we're just going to ignore those. 3 laps of fuel. So, uh, yeah, I mean, that kind of helped getting a short pit Coming to the final lap, the 98 and his boyfriend in the 97 were brake checking the whole field, and it didn't work out for him. Look, it worked out for the 98, unfortunately, but it didn't work out for Jackson. And yeah, it was a good finish. I thought Speed had it. On my screen, he was a car length ahead, so this just shows this game sucks, but it was fun.
And not to mention that, I mean, I think you're going to be running the Xfinity race tomorrow. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same stuff. People brake checking. I mean, it wasn't just the 98, 97. They just did it at the end, but it's just gonna be brake checking and line racing. But we'll see. I'll try and make it interesting.
Hey, well, we'll definitely wish you the best of luck on that one. Lucia, you have anything you want to say to good old JoJo?
Jojo, my good old teammate at Penske Camp. Jojo, tell me those emotions that you felt at the end, and let me see, how do I say this? How bad did you want to win, knowing that you were in the position to win at the end where it mattered most?
I wanted to win, but in all honesty, Speed helped me with the sports bet today, and it won me $80. So he was saying, JoJo, push me. I was like, all right, I probably could have won that. I was going 7 or 8 miles an hour faster than both of them, but yeah, I mean, the emotions were crazy. I didn't know whether to make it three wide or push them, and I just decided to push them. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Well said on that. Well,
Damn,
hey,
well said, Jojo.
with that being said, man, before we see you tomorrow night, as far as the truck series, definitely wish you the best of luck on all the races that you do, and we'll see you tomorrow, all right, buddy?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Do we have our race winner, aka King Mufasa, with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Uh,
here. Yeah.
Man, we talked about this at the start of our broadcast. You went into Daytona and you won that. You go into Talladega and you win Talladega. So first of all, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the dominating fashion. But there is no secret. We got to talk about the last lap. You had TTV go boom pretty much right in front of you. Then all of a sudden, something happened where you seen Fire Slayer with Soaps. You seen Hell State working with them, and it helped you out. So how did you manage to get right in front of Go Boom and for you to come home with this win?
So coming to 2 laps to go, I was lifting a little bit to get a run, and I lifted a little bit. Coming to turns 1 and 2, got a big run, move onto the middle lane, got a huge run, past Go Boom, and Go Boom tried to back off and try to make a move, but he failed to do so. And then I saw Captain Deadeye making a move, he failed to do so. And then Speed made a move, he almost got me on his screen, he beat me on my screen, I beat him. It's just NASCAR E5. But I mean, I made a great move on coming to the white flag to win this race. So that's how I won it.
Very well said. Not to mention that is, I mean, we saw you and Speed going pretty much side by side for the win. I mean, talk about how much it means to you the fact that you came home with a win and a crazy, crazy finish that was.
Man, I feel really happy right now, man. I was stressing coming to 2 laps to go. Like, should I make a move? Should I push him to the win? 'Cause I was in the party with him. I was thinking about pushing him to the win, but like he made a move on me, so I made a move on back, and I made a good one too. And I'm here in victory lane, and I'm chasing for more wins.
Very well said. All right, take it on over there, Lucia.
Mufasa, Jake asked me earlier, who was my race winner? And, I picked you because earlier I raced with you at Daytona. You won Daytona, so in my mind, I had that you were winning Talladega. How do you feel winning Dega and knowing that you're pretty much one of the best drivers in the truck series right now?
Yeah. I mean, two play tracks. I know it's not like a talented track to win at, but it's still a win. I mean, a win's a win. I'll take the win. I mean, it gives me more confidence for tomorrow because I'm racing Xfinity Talladega tomorrow. So, but more confidence for the playoffs, more playoff points. Just my goal is to chase the championship, chase for wins, and just just happy right now.
Well,
All
hey,
right.
You pretty much finished this race off. You finished the season off with a win. Congratulations on that. And as far as the Xfinity Series side of things, we'll definitely see you tomorrow, and we wish you the best of luck. All right, man? Terrorist,
Yo, hello?
Alright. Kind of
can you hear me?
difficulties there.
Can you hear me?
Repeat that question, my fault. Hey, repeat
I,
that, my
I
fault.
was gonna say, as far as the Series side of things, man, you pretty much are ready to go for tomorrow. But as far as the Truck Series, hey, congratulations, and hopefully we get a chance to see you run some playoff races. I don't know if they'll let you, but we'll see, man. But good luck tomorrow, right, buddy?
Hey, good luck.
All right. Well, hey, that'll do it here as far as our final stream of 2023, as far as the Xfinity, or not Xfinity, sorry, what am I saying? Truck Series side of things. But hey, it was very incredible race. It was very an amazing race. Well, Chia, do you have your final thoughts or comments on this?
It was a great race. It was a great show. I've had fun commentating today. My first commentating stunt here with you commentating trucks. Super speed racing always fun. But now I just gotta focus. Gotta lock in for tomorrow's race at Talladega. Hopefully, I'm able to win there. But it was definitely fun here in the booth today. Hope you guys had fun as well. And can I send it off here, Jake, if it's
All right.
possible?
Yeah,
We'll see
absolutely.
you tomorrow, Xfinity, 7:30 Eastern, here in HPRL. Hope you guys tune in, cheer for me, or cheer for your other favorite drivers. And yeah, just see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great night.
All right. I mean, pretty much said it ourselves, and from all of us here, this is our last race until January 2nd when the playoffs start. And for Terrorist, for Lucia, for all of us in the Truck Series, before we end the stream, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you guys in 2024. For myself and so many others in HPL, saying so long and good night.